Get out there. I'm behind. And I know that some of you have been listening to me say this for years, but truly, this shouldn't take long. Ah, this shouldn't take long. I know you're tired of me saying it. Like saying if you don't knock it off. Talking about some this shouldn't take long. Then next thing you know, we hear another millennium. Listen, I know I told you in times past that this shouldn't take long. But it really shouldn't take this long. It shouldn't. As a matter of fact, I want to get this message out there, and I want to put it out there. You know what I mean? Within an hour. Shout out to Spitting Fire, baby. I seen the video, and let me just say this to you, darling. I wasn't talking to you. Yeah, you wasn't included in that. You wasn't included in that. I know that you're sincere concerning the fight for Rob, and I know that you're doing diligent work, not only just for Rob, but for every black man. And that's why I told people to subscribe to your channel, darling. If I thought that you was a part of that crew that I was talking about, baby, I would have never told my people to go to your channel and subscribe to it. So when I told everybody to subscribe to your channel, it wasn't because you sent in a super chat, darling. There's a lot of people that send in super chats, and they've been sending in super chats since Jesus was crucified. You know what I mean? Some of them be doing it just to become mods. You know what I mean? And still ain't a mod. If I made you a mod, it's because, you know what I mean, I thought that, you were worthy of that. All my mods, whether you like them or not, I made them a mod because I wanted to make them a mod. You can't send in $500 and I'd be like, oh, okay, damn. Okay, let me make you a mod. No, I don't work like that over here. So let me just say this to you. No, darling, you're not a part of that list. I like you and I like your content. Blessings to you. There's another woman that I like too. That's a content creator pertaining to R. Kelly. But see, one thing I say about Spitting Fire, it ain't just with Rob. It was with Bill Cosby. It's with every black man, and that's what we need. We need more women, standing up, especially in this era where black women are making content to pretty much destroy the image, of the black man. Yeah, we have people right now that have become the female versions of Tommy Sotomayor, and they pretty much, just like he made content about black women, yeah, we got black women now making content, about black men, So it's just individuals causing discord to bring division among us. And in spite of, things that I don't like about my sisters, I would never let that interfere, with all the countless things that you've done for me. I wouldn't allow an incident or a situation to have me, to provoke me to have hatred towards the whole population of black women. How does that even sound? Because of a relationship didn't work or a friendship didn't go, it's no longer existent. Now you hate the whole population of black women because your baby mama got your own child support. I'm just not with the Carl Thomas emotional. That's just not my thing. I will forever, eternally love black women. So you'll never, I'm just not the one for that content. Just because I roast or I say some things at times that mortify the behavior, of black women, that doesn't make me, even though, emotions will say, ooh, he hate black women. Look what he said. You know what I mean? But no, I don't, not at all, But again, shout out to Spitting Fire. Blessings to you, darling. Mr. Reed, appreciate that. Appreciate anybody that came in with the, financial contributions, sending it through the super chat. I appreciate that. But could you do me a favor? Could you hit that like button? And just in case, if you subscribe to maybe some content that I made outside of the game, I don't want you squares to get it confused. That this channel, it promotes pimping and horn. Yeah, so you might want to unsubscribe because seeing only basically speak about those topics, and we love to talk about other things at times. but always know that there's a motive to everything that I do. It's game and everything that sin does. I don't never want you to think if we had 1 million subs, we'd still be talking about pimping and hoeing. So we might not ever even make it to nothing like that, because we gonna forever be talking about, as long as I'm breathing, I'm always gonna be talking about some game. Even when I make my transformation to salvation, I'm still going to live and use the game even in that lane. I can't unteach myself the game. People be talking about when you gonna retire. How am I gonna retire from what's in me? How am I gonna retire from something that saved me? How am I gonna retire from something that's been a blessing to me? That ain't how this work. When God saved the Apostle Paul, do you think that he unteached himself the things that he had learned? You know what I mean? The things that he got educated about prior to salvation? No. I want to unteach myself the game. You looking for a way out. I'm looking for another way in to another dimension in this. I'm looking for some more of it. That's the difference. But do me a favor, hit that like button. Yeah, today we talking about exercise and pimping. So yeah, you might want to go out. This might not be your video. We're not talking about celebrities and rappers and, who got shot. One rapper took his shoe off, you know what I mean, and the public didn't like it. A singer digged in their nose, you know what I mean, and y'all didn't like. No, we're not talking about none of that shit right now. We talking about pimping and hoeing. Yeah, I'm talking about exercise and pimping, keeping your pimping fresh. Yeah, so I don't expect a whole lot of, squares to be, hey man, and no, this ain't even for you. This is for the game. But do me a favor, man, get my likes all the way up before I even start and get all the way into it. But blessings to everybody. I appreciate y'all being here. And yeah, the young pimp's been getting on me, man. Look, man, I appreciate, all the other content, but come on, Pete, man, get back to the game. Get back to the game, But blessings to everybody. But without further ado, let me just say this out. When your mother or your grandmother, used to make food, the reason why your girlfriend or them thoughts, if you ever, allowed a thought to cook for you, Lord have mercy. The reason why a lot of them girls, the little run-throughs, yeah, that's a new name. Them little run-throughs that you be, fucking with, they shit don't hit like mama's cooking, grandmother's cooking. It's because mama made food with love. Grandmother made food with love. They always made sure it was fresh. Mama didn't just give you anything. Grandmama just didn't give you anything. The food was fresh. They always made sure that, it was up to par. They took real pride, in the food that they made, for their babies. I don't know, maybe you didn't have a mother like that, my condolences. But for those of you that actually had a mother that actually loved to cook, a grandmother that loved to cook, they always made sure that the food was fresh. Shout out to Meg. Appreciate that, baby. Good looking. Brooke, appreciate that. They wanted you to have that fresh food. And if it wasn't fresh, if it wasn't right, they didn't give it to you. They wasn't like Cain. They just didn't give you anything. They was like Abel. They wanted to give you the best. Your mother and your grandmother wanted to give you the best. They kept everything fresh. They didn't sit up there and just give you anything. Why? Because they loved you. And I'm here to tell you that when you love someone or when you love something, you just don't give anything. You give it your everything. You give it your all in all. Everything in totality. Everything, every bit of you. And I'm here to tell you that if you're a part of a lifestyle and you're not giving it your all, then what you doing? You're wasting time. But to my people, to the pimps, to the hoes, you know what I mean? Most of you are not giving your all. You playing around. You know, you're not giving it your all. You might even be doing good, but like I've often always say, you know what I mean? Good ain't good enough, especially in this lifestyle. The enemy is doing better than good in trying to basically sit up there and get you in jail. The enemy gonna do more than good in trying to keep you in a prison cell. The enemy gonna do more than good, you know what I mean, trying to get your soul. So you're gonna have to step it up, you know, because good ain't good enough. You know? So I want you to give it your all if you're gonna be a true representation of this game. Do you hear what I'm saying to you? And if you're gonna be a true representation, you know, of this game, you're gonna have to do some things that, you know, makes you step out your comfort zone. Because many of you are in your comfort zone, and that's the reason why you have not evolved. You have not been blessed to go to the next dimension. You haven't seen some more of it. Because lately you ain't even been it. So of course you wasn't gonna see some more of it. You know what I mean? Because lately you ain't even been it. You know? You have not been giving it your all. When was the last time you did some reading? Speaking to the young pimps, even the ones my age and older. When was the last time that you read a book? What have you read lately? What have you done to increase your knowledge? What have you done to bless your campaign? What have you done? When you go out there and campaign, you saying the same thing that you've been saying for quite some time now. Why your pimping ain't fresh? You got cobwebs around your pimping. What have you read lately? What new book have you read? Now, I often always told you guys in times past that, you know, I don't tell people, you know, what to read. You know, if they ask me, I'll make a suggestion, you know what I mean? You know, but I always wanted to give you the liberty, you know, to do your own thing and find your way. Some of you, you know what I mean, you need a little help. So, you know, of course I help you. But I always wanted people to find their way, because I've seen even in prison where different men begin to read Source magazines and, you know, Vibes, and, you know, certain individuals was reading, you know, old hip hop magazines, and, you know, they was reading Don Diva and all that type of stuff. And, you know, even though these were urban books, but within those urban books that they were reading, a desire began to build up, you know, to read. If they found out that a certain rapper had beef, or a certain drug dealer was doing this, or a certain pimp was living like that, or, you know, something of carnality, criminality that, you know, kept their continuity of interests. It was a continuation of, you know, reading. The only reason why is because, you know, now something that caught their interests. And so, you know, you can give a person a book and say, hey, read that, read that, read that. But if that don't catch that person's interest, with most people, especially the nigga mind, do you hear what I'm saying? When you're dealing with niggas, you have to have successful teaching methods so you can teach that nigga. Because that nigga's state of mind, you know what I mean, only keep a nigga reading or looking at what he interested in. What am I saying? His motherfucking comfort zone. That's his comfort zone to read about sex. That's his comfort zone to read about drugs. That's his comfort zone to read about pimping. That's his comfort zone to read about criminality. You know what I mean? That's his comfort zone. But sometimes you got to allow people, you know what I mean, to sit up there and read things like that, because it'll be some words that they're unfamiliar with. They might use a word that nigga might be unfamiliar with. And guess what that nigga did? Because he was interested in finding out why these rappers had beef, or, you know, why this hood was against this particular hood, and, you know, why this person got killed. When they used words that them niggas was unfamiliar with, guess what them niggas was doing? Picking up a dictionary. Because they was endeavoring to find out an understanding of that, you know what I mean, what they were reading about. So now they done picked up a dictionary to find out what this word mean and that word mean. And that's why I said, you know what I mean, instead of, you know, I want you to read, you know what I mean, the Bible. I want you to read the dictionary, or, you know what I mean, I want you to read the Honorable Elijah Muhammad's book, The Message to the Black Man. And, you know, I want you to read the 7 Habits of Successful People. And, you know, you can make all them recommendations, but if that don't interest that individual, you know, they're not going to get involved, and they're not going to evolve into what you want it to be. So a lot of times you have to allow people to find their way. And so I say to the nigga mind, because, you know, we have people in the pimp game that have a, you know, that nigga mind, and they only want to read things that, you know, that catch their interest. And I'm here to tell you that what separates you from the bitch, because most bitches, if not all, you know what I mean, in the game, you know what I mean, only read things that they interested in, you know, that's entertaining, you know, or cute. Ooh, that ain't cute. Oh, that ain't entertaining. What separates you from the bitch? Because the bitch spent all her time on TikTok. The bitch spent all her time on Shade Room. Most of them, before they even get up to do this and do that, they sitting over there looking at Shade Room and TikTok and, you know what I mean, Snapchats and shit. So I'm here to say to you, you know, what separates you from the bitch? She only look at things and read things that she's interested in. If she read a paragraph or more, it's because it's some gossip. It ain't got nothing to do with no business though. So I'm saying to you, young black man that profess to be this or profess to be that, what separates you from that bitch? What separates you? You are lazy minded. You got the spirit of procrastination, just like the population of these bitches. What separates you from them? I thought you said you was a pimp. I thought you said you wanted to do some pimping. How you gonna do that when you ain't sitting over there educating yourself? You have so many in the game that got a, you know, 2nd grade, 3rd grade vocabulary, and then when individuals come around and they using words that's 5 and 6 letters, you hear individuals say, ooh, you using big words. I'll never forget one individual that professed to be a pimp. I remember one time I said the word convey, and he said, man, P, you using big words. So that lets you know that, you know, we have a population within our lifestyle that's lazy. It's not that you have not been blessed. God has blessed you with a beautiful mind, an infinite mind, but you got the spirit of laziness. Many of you are lazy just like your mama. You saw how lazy your mama was, and you're conforming to that same spirit of laziness that your mama had. In other words, nigga, you conducting yourself like the bitch. I thought you said you was a pimp. I thought you said you wanted to do some pimping. Now, if you just want to be the average nigga, just having average little handsome bitches selling pussy, you know, jumping in and out of cars and giving you $500 and $600 by the grace of God each and every day, then, you know, I mean, do your thing. But just don't put the pimping label on it, son. Because if you're not giving it your all, you know, if you're not going to give it your all, then, you know, you just really just, you know, doing things to, you know, get by. And that ain't the mentality of a pimp. So again, what have you read lately? What audiobook have you listened to? If you on my Patreon, you know one thing about Sin's Patreon, Sin stay lacing you, you know what I mean, with audiobooks. The older I get, I just, you know, it's becoming more normal. I'm still listening to my music, but it's becoming more normal for me to work out listening to audiobooks. It's becoming more normal and more normal to listen to audiobooks. And let me just say this, some of you, you know what I mean, you might not like reading. And I hope you get that out your system. But you still don't have no excuse. You know, they got all of these audiobooks on YouTube. You have no excuse. Why don't you know something today that you didn't know yesterday? I thought you said you was a pimp. Why you allowing 24 and 48 and 72 and 96 and 120 hours and so on and so on to just keep going You know, all of these days pass by. Next thing you know, 2 weeks and 3 weeks, and you still know the same thing. You still at the same mental level that you was 3 and 4 weeks ago, months ago, years ago. What have you learned that's new? Remember one time, you know, some of you know, most of you don't. But I remember one time, man, I was riding with Nice. We sitting over there riding in the car, you know what I mean, campaigning and things like that. And out of nowhere, you know, and I only had months under my belt at this time. I wasn't even in the game in a year. But I had peak common sense that ain't common. You know, that common peace sense, I had it. And Nice asked me, he said, what you gonna do when that bitch learn all your game? What you gonna do when the bitch learn what you gonna say before you say it? What you gonna do when the bitch learn your program and everything that you say and do? What you gonna do then when she know as much as you or more than you? And when he said that, instantly, you know, I thought this was a joke. Because common peace sense that ain't common, if a pimp is learning every day, if a pimp is educating himself every day, if a pimp is meditating each and every day, then how in the hell did that woman know as much as the pimping? If he's increasing his knowledge, if he's increasing his wisdom, if he's striving to be the greatest informative representative that he could be of the lifestyle, then how did that woman's knowledge get equivalent to his? If he's doing things to bless his campaign, to bless his brain each and every day, then how does she sit up there and catch up with him? Do you hear what I'm saying to you? How? I said, how is that even possible when the pimpin' is learning? Even when the pimpin' is not reading or meditating, you know, when he's just out there campaigning, when he's out there just talking, you know, he's learning. I said, pimps be in pimp circles, chopping it up. And by you talking to other individuals who are like-minded, who are blessed-minded, how are you going days, you know, without some new knowledge, without some new game? How? And he just laughed, you know what I mean, of course, you know, and tried to play it off. But he know I had totally destroyed his question. But I had to understand that he had gotten to a place where that bitch had learned him. But that's another, you know, that's another discussion. But when it comes to this pimping is always on Progression Boulevard. All right? Keep that in mind. Pimpin' is always on Progression Boulevard. And when I say progression, I ain't talking about just materialistics and all that shit. I'm talking about mentally. I'm talking about being blessed mentally. He's progressing. He's evolving. What he didn't know years ago, he knows now. The things that he used to say, he don't say no more. The way that he used to conduct himself, he don't conduct himself like that no more. Why? He's progressing. He's getting wiser. He's getting more pimping. He getting more game. You know what I'm saying? But again, what have you read lately? When somebody asks you that, now a lot of times when people ask me that, I'm going to be real with you, I don't like to answer that question. And the reason why I don't like to answer that question is because when I be putting my recipe together, a lot of, you know, the books that I read and a lot of the music that I listen to, the conversations that I have with people, I'm putting energy together. I'm putting a whole recipe together for a cold ass meal. You know? And if I sit up there and taught you how I make my food, you know what I mean, and how I do this, then you'll be trying to make food just like me. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna give you bits and pieces and give you that and that, but I ain't gonna sit up there and give you the whole road. No, 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 no. You're gonna have to pimp for yourself. You're gonna have to read. You're gonna have to do diligent research. You know what I mean, on yourself. Some of you want other pimps to pimp for you. I don't want, and that's why some of y'all using consultation. You know what I mean. You asking questions. You know what I mean. I'm like, damn. I'm just like, damn. P, the question that P asking is pretty much you asking me, hey man, could you pimp for me? And I don't want to pimp for you. Still got to pimp on your own, son. But again, you got to stay reading. I want you to read. I don't care if it's just 30 minutes within the day. Now, of course, to the older ones or the ones my age, a lot of them have a mental retardation to the information. So a lot of times I'm not even talking to them because, like the old saying, you can't teach an old dog, new tricks. A lot of them old and set in their ways and, don't want to listen to nobody. But to the youth, though, to the youth in the game, or to the ones that's older or my age, that actually does have an ear to listen, you got to read. You got to read. It should be, every woman that talk to you, it should be like a breath of fresh air. When you talk to an educated woman, a lot of you, and I ain't gonna say no names, but me and Free's been around countless pimps that feel inferior to educated women. You want to keep messing with the broad that dropped out of high school. You want to keep messing with the broad, that didn't even go to high school. That probably dropped out of 8th grade and things like that, because that's where you mentally at. But I thought you said, again, my question to you, I thought you said you was a pimp. And I thought you said you wanted to do some pimping. And there's a certain type of woman, a certain caliber of woman, that has that markability, that can get you that type of currency, that can get in arenas that them other women can't get in. And you'll never have that type of quality work if you don't step your motherfucking game up. You're going to have to read. You're going to have to do something that, the nigga don't do, that men do. Did you hear what I said? You're going to have to do something that most damn near all niggas don't do, but the black man does. You're going to have to read. You're going to have to read, my friend. You're going to have to read. If you don't want to be that 50 and 60-year-old nigga, that whose knowledge is the same as it was when he was 21 and 22 and 2 days behind on his hotel room, then you need to be doing everything, within your power to make sure that that's not going to be you. And I say to you, if you're not educating yourself, then what are you doing that's not going to be your future? Many of you don't have no type of discipline. You spend the money just like the hoes do. As soon as you get it, you spend it. So in the end, you're just going to have a bunch of cute pictures and videos about what you used to do and the hoes that you used to have. You're going to be another sob-ass song. You better step your motherfucking game up. This is the game knocking at your door. Brown Hornet, man, appreciate that. Blessings to you. Yeah, I don't expect a whole bunch of amen, and that's right, P, today, because, this, knock on a lot of people's helmet. So I'm not even expecting a whole bunch of cash apps and super chats, and that's right, P, and a bunch of subscribers, on this one, because I'm talking about reading. So they say if you want to hide something from a fool, put it in a damn book. We'll see. But again, I want you to read, and I definitely want you to listen to audiobooks. Like even with Nipsey Hussle, Nipsey even said that he built it from a lot of times listening to audiobooks, watching tutorials. Watching those tutorials and listening to audiobooks, he got educated through that. And later on, he started reading and things like that. But I just want you to start. I don't know if it's going to be an audiobook. I don't know if it's going to be a book. I don't know if it's going to be a tutorial. But I just want you to make a start. Bill, appreciate that. You got to make a start. Oh, I said Bill. Tell Tyler Anderson, appreciate that. You know, you got to make a start. And the time is always what? Today. What have I always taught you? Today to pimp. You know? Yeah, we got different names, but your name should always be Today to Pimp. Because you can't win today's game with yesterday's score. And no matter what you didn't do or what you didn't say or, you know, how you failed on your yesterday, today to pimp. Continue to rise. Today to pimp. But okay, I want you to read, but like I said, I always told you to meditate. I always told you to trust the spirit of pimping within you. A lot of times you guys be asking me questions and, you know, other pimps questions and, you know what I mean, older P's and things like that. But in all actuality, I want you to trust the spirit of pimping within you. Appreciate that, fam. Appreciate that, Minister Stay Fly. Appreciate that. Blessings. Whole bunch of ones beat a whole bunch of nuns any day. Appreciate that. But I want you to stay, you know what I mean, meditating. Meditating. As the scripture even told the saints of God of old to meditate day and night. Whenever you get the chance, you know what I mean, if you could just, after you finish reading, after you finish working out, or, you know, if you just sitting in your car, or you might be in your hotel room, or your place, I just want you to meditate. If you could just meditate, if you could just sit there, and you just actually allow the spirit of pimping to minister to you while you're meditating. I told you, a lot of you thought it was funny, but I was being serious. I might have conveyed it in a comical way, but I was being so serious. A lot of times why, you know, you might be in the shower, or you might be, you know, in the car, or you might be in the room, but whatever you're doing, you might just be sitting down. And as you begin to meditate, you know what I mean, next thing you know what I mean, the spirit of pimping will just begin to minister to your mind, and you'll begin to think about, you know, like, wait a minute. Damn. Spirit of pimping to speak to you and be like, yeah, you let that bitch get away with murder. Remember when she said this and she did that? See, you didn't check it. And see, that's why she did this and that's why she did that, because you didn't check on that day. Yeah, and that's the reason why that problem is exacerbating. It's just growing and growing because you didn't check that shit right here. You know? And because you didn't check it at first base, now the bitch she trying to basically score with the shit now. Now she trying to hit a home run because you didn't check the shit. You know? Sometimes, you know, while you multitasking and you doing this and you doing that and you doing that and doing this, you know, you didn't basically sit up there, you know, and preside over that one situation right. And because you didn't, now you're allowing a problem to grow within your home. You got to check that shit. Listen to me. You got to check that shit. And a lot, like I told you, you know what I mean? The spirit of pimping will just be ministering to you. You know what I mean? The reason why you haven't been knocking, the reason why you haven't been, you know, getting hoes out of pocket. You know what I mean? You've been way too aggressive. You know, the last knockings that you've had, you know, them fly-by-nighters or them situations that even lasted, you know what I mean, 60 and 90 days, you know, them bras wasn't worth talking about. And it's made you a lot rough around the edges. And you're not, you know, coming with that smoothness. You got to have a balance to your shit. You've been way too aggressive. Everything out your mouth, you know what I mean, is profanity. Everything out your mouth is bitch this and bitch that, bitch this and bitch that. And what you don't understand is most of the bras that's on the track that's doing dates, they not even hoes. So you speaking to a bunch of squares, you know what I mean, the way that you speaking, you're not going to win with that. Come on, remember how you used to be, you know what I mean, when you had this particular family in the game? Remember when you was 6 deep, you know what I mean, and you had, you know what I mean, this bitch and that bitch and that bitch, and everything was just riding smooth. Remember when you bought that car? Remember when you got that place and everything was just so smooth? Remember the music that you was listening to during that time? Remember what you was wearing, you know what I mean, during that time? Remember, you know what I mean, how much you used to wait at that time? Remember that? Remember how everything was just smooth? Remember how you was just being a blessing to your family? Family members would ask you for this, people was asking you for this, and it just felt so good to you because you was just being a blessing to everybody. You know, you were smiling more during that time. You need to get back to that. You need to get back to that. You a pimp, you know what I mean, more successfully. You know, you'll be on another dimension. You know what I mean? You got to have a balance to your shit. You've been roaring and barking, you know what I mean, all the time. Where's your smoothness at? Where's your smoothness at? Listen to the music that you've been listening to. Yeah, turn that off. You've been listening to too much vulgar and, profane, you know what I mean? Turn that off, man. All that explicit shit, turn that off. You're allowing that to minister to your spirit. You're putting a lot of, garbage. You become a garbage can for negativity. You become a garbage can for demonic and satanic energy. Turn that off. Oh, that person right there? Yeah, depress the P for right now until you're able to be a blessing to yourself. Stop picking up the phone for him. Stop picking up the phone for him. He ain't had, a whole, since Ronald Reagan was the president, and he been, a jug master, since the book of Job. He really need to get a job, Depressed the P, Mary J. Blige, My Life, CD the P. Yeah, stop picking up the phone for him right now. You know what I mean? Because his energy is really wearing you down. You know what I mean? You call yourself trying to be a blessing to him, but right now you really need to be a blessing to yourself. Yeah, stop picking up the phone for him. It's time to focus on, the prize. What's the prize? That motherfucker in the mirror. So, meditation to do that. You'll be in deep meditation and the spirit of pimping will just be ministering to you. Spirit of pimping will tell you, you remember that girl that you seen at the Waffle House? Yeah. Oh, damn, I forgot about her. Mm-hmm. That's your next hoe. But see, you've been spending time, all on the strip. You've been spending time, talking to all them little so-called little 304s and all of that on Instagram that's getting into your DM talking about nothing. When that little square bitch that, you met a few days ago, that initiated the conversation with you. And not just that, see how you didn't have to call her or text her? Her pretty ass was calling and texting you. But you didn't want to put in the energy because, the girl is square. You need to fix that. That's your next hoe. That is your next hoe. You know what I mean? And the spirit, like I told you, the spirit of pimping to just be speaking to you. You know what I mean? You need to call her right now. That's the one you need to be spending time with. You've been spending way too much time. Spirit of pimping to be speaking to you, and sometimes you'll walk over that. Spirit of pimping and say, hey, you've been talking to that one for weeks now. Where is that going? The spirit of pimping answer, nowhere. You've been talking to that one for months now, and it still haven't turned into anything. Where is that going? Spirit of pimping answer, don't answer that. See, let me just say this, and I'm guilty. I'm guilty of that. You'll be talking to a woman, and because y'all talked about certain things, again, now you have compatibility. Now you found out your similarities, which makes both of you get into a continuity of talking to one another because you have a common ground. You've had conversations where now you're relatable. And, you done laugh with her and, y'all done talked, and sometimes y'all done had even conversations that you ain't had no business. She was flirting with you and you was flirting with her. Oh, we're going to keep it all the way real. I know we on the internet where everybody's a perfect pimp, so I'll just be the one that everybody can just use to crucify. Sin and have some conversations, with some bitches that he shouldn't have been having. Bitch sitting over there flirting and, talking about, I can't wait to fuck with you and, and this and all of that. And she's sending you pictures of her getting out the shower and naked and all of that. Hey, man, that bitch playing with you. That bitch ain't had a reunion with Western Union not one motherfucking time. I dare you to sit up there and give the bitch your account number right now. Give her your government name and your account number and tell her to go to that bank and send it to you and see where the conversation go next. That's when you find out if a woman fucking with you. Not with the laughing, not with the, oh, you're so intelligent. You so, oh my God, and you so handsome, and you know what I mean? Oh, you're so funny, and oh, you're so talented, you're so gifted. What have I been saying? If you can't count it, it don't count. Don, appreciate that. If you can't count it, it don't count. All of the flirting and, oh, you look so good, and oh, I can't wait to be with you, and y'all having all of these little cool conversations. But where the accumulation at? Nothing that bitch told you, it don't count if you didn't count it. Nothing. And I mean nothing. Oh, seeing, you know what I mean, now you might, let me say this, you might be an established pimp. And I gotta talk to the established pimp, you know, I gotta talk to the ones that's having money, you know, doing their thing. You know, because when you doing your thing and having money, sometimes it puts you at a level of comfortability that you wouldn't have been at previously, you know, in your pimping. You know, when you wasn't having money like that, you know, you was more serious about your pee. You know, you might have been talking to a broad, and, you know, if things didn't seem like right away that it was gonna end up like that, cut off. Bitch, I ain't got no time to be playing with you, mother. I got this bill, that bill, and I got this and I got this. I ain't got no time to be kikiing and ha-haing and all of that shit, bitch. Where the money at? You know? But, of course, when, you know, people start having property and, you know what I mean, people got multiple bank accounts with hundreds of thousands or might even got that meal ticket. You know, you get more comfortable. That spirit of comfortability. Now you're at liberty, you know, to talk more than usual. And you might even tell that bitch, you know, and I'm guilty. How much you got? Yeah, that ain't enough for me to touch that. Yeah, put some more relish on that sandwich. Yeah, put some more relish on that sandwich, bitch. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Yeah, that ain't enough. What you got? 3,000, 5,000? Nah, I can't touch that little ass change. You know? But, of course, the you of old would have sat up there and probably broke that bitch and kept her encouraged to keep on getting it and touching it and shit like that. But see, you know, I just tell you the consequences of doing it, you know what I mean, like that. You know, because I done been on the blessed side, and then I done been on it where it didn't count side. You know, sin just keeping it all the way 100 with you. Straight gutter. You know, if anybody can tell you, you know, the benefits and the consequences of what I'm talking about, it would be me. But yeah, you know what I mean? Now you done told the bride, you might have told the bride you want 20,000, 30,000, 50,000, whatever you told her, right? But the thing is, within that time frame, the bitch still calling you. The bitch still getting your time. Within that time frame, you know what I mean? The bitch still getting your energy. You see what I'm saying? So, and then you might be one of them individuals that's wise. You ain't giving the bitch no game because, you know, you ain't collected nothing yet. And that's smart and that's right. And I told you guys, you know what I mean? That's why I did the video, you know what I mean, in the beginning. Because if that bitch don't sit up there and, you know, produce, I'm going to keep saying in the beginning, I'm not about to bring in no more messages. I'm not about to give no game. No, in the beginning. How I do this? In the beginning. What this mean, you know, in the book of Revelations when it said in the beginning? What does that mean? Meaning I'm going to preach the same message and just learn how to say it in different ways until you basically produce my money in forever days. You know what I mean? I'm not going to give you no game because you have not gave me no game. So if I don't get no GAIN, ain't going to be no GAME. Ain't going to be none of that. But at the same time, you're still giving the bitch your time. And that's a loss. And that's an L that, I done took before. And, that's an L that of course, if I can share testimonies, of my failures to prevent you from having, any type of shortcomings in that capacity, that's what I'm going to do so you can sharpen, your pimping, because you don't want to lose time out your life with a bitch that ain't even going to be in your life. That's a waste of time. She ain't about nothing. Then some of you got choosing fees, that's unreachable for the bitch. The bitch might put on an Oscar Award performance like she can reach that, but her arms is too short. The rim is too high for her. She ain't gonna never dunk. She ain't gonna never dunk. The bitch 3 feet tall, and you talking about some, I want you to go ahead and, dunk from the free throw line and do a 360. No, won't be none of that. She ain't got hops like that. She's not even gonna touch the net. You know what I'm saying? So again, when it comes to meditating, it's imperative for every representative of the game to meditate and allow the spirit of Pimpin to speak to him concerning the error of his ways, or concerning, things that he could do to go higher, things that he could do to, have more discipline with himself. So the pimpin could be more respected. So the pimpin could be exalted the way that it should be. And a lot of times that comes with meditation. So it's imperative to definitely meditate. I want to ask you another question. Who are you talking to? Who are you talking to? A lot of times, I stay talking to young pimps, not so much to teach them and to keep building them up, even though I do that, but they don't even know that just as I'm a blessing to them, they're a blessing to me. Because there ain't nothing like that young pimp energy, man. That young pimp energy keep you fired up. And a lot of you old niggas, man, you need to sit up there, man, and come fellowship with the young pimps. Yeah, you need to be around some young, fresh, fly, charismatic, and magnetic young pimps, man. Hop on that horn, man, talk to some young pimping, man. It'll get you fired up. You might have thought something was dead or non-existent, but, man, you might talk to that young pimp and be like, ooh, shit, wow, okay, all right, young P. Exactly. Stay talking to young pimps. Young pimps always got that young energy, man. That's why I'm always protective of the pimping. And I tell young P's not to who to hang with. Don't be around that old nigga. Because a lot of y'all be listening and being involving and associating with individuals that ain't even this pimping. But because they got the jewelry of a pimp, the car of a pimp, they got a nice pimpish situation, they was able to do some manipulation on you because you wasn't back there, in their beginning years of when they was professing the P, but they was really doing some T shit. You got to watch who you hang around, young pimp, because you'll fuck around and get involved, with some people that you think there's some older pimping, some veteran pimping, and you really hanging around with veteran tricking. Some of you young pimps are admiring certain people to be veteran pimps, and these niggas is veteran tricks. These niggas is seasoned lames. But of course, you wasn't there in the ancient times, so in the recent times, they able to pull the wool over your eye. You got guys that be getting on Instagram, on different so-called, pimp and hoe platforms. And they just be sitting over there talking about this pimping like they the pimping. But because I know what they did last summer and the summer before that, having babies, with squares, tricking off on strippers and, all type of weird shit that the pimping ain't got no dealings with. We don't do that. But because you guys don't know that, the history of certain people, you involved with certain individuals, and you not understanding that association brings similarities. You got to watch who you be around. How can y'all walk together except y'all be agreed? You don't want to be in agreement with with the energy and, spirit of these individuals. So you got to watch, who you hang with, young pimp. and who you having conversations with. And not only that, you know, you want to be talking to individuals, you know, who can edify you. You want to talk to individuals who got some type of uncommon information, inspiration. You want to talk to disciplined men. Disciplined men. Disciplined men. And when I say disciplined men, that don't mean just men in your lifestyle. You might be talking to a man that ain't even in your lifestyle, but you admire him for his discipline. And even though he's not in your lifestyle, you can take that energy, you can take that mindset, and you can apply it to your lifestyle because you need that discipline. You need to be around disciplined, militant, brilliant, infinite-minded men. That's what you need to be around. Disciplined men. Discipline. Don't smoke. Don't drink. Men that don't put destruction in their body. And I just want to use my brother as an example. Somebody pretty much like Freeze. You want to be around somebody like that. Somebody who loves themselves. You can look at my brother and tell that my brother loves himself. Freeze loves himself. By the way that he conducts himself. Freeze don't be smoking and drinking and carrying on. It's imperative that he works out, you know, every day, that he watch what he eats, that he reads, that he meditates, that he don't allow things to conquer him. He's disciplined. I've seen Freeze say things and say, ooh, you know, I'm going to leave that alone. I'm going to stop doing this. So I'm going to stop saying that. And I seen my brother leave that alone. You know what I mean? Cold turkey. Freeze is one of the best examples in the lifestyle when it comes to discipline. You need discipline. Some of you, you know what I mean, have a greater chance, your best chance of being rich and being wealthy is being the disciplined man. And I'm not just talking to pimps right now. I'm just talking to men on this conversation right here. Discipline. The disciplined man is the dangerous man. The disciplined man is the blessed man. The disciplined man is the man that's prosperous. The disciplined man is the man that's victorious. The disciplined man is an enemy against anything that's cancerous. You need to be the disciplined man. The disciplined man that just don't drink anything, don't smoke anything, fuck anything, deal with anything. The disciplined man. That's the best man for any woman to be with. Woman, if you're listening to me right now, and if you're battling with the spirit of procrastination, the medication to that situation is to bring a disciplined man in your life. Instantly, by you bringing a disciplined man into your life and by you allowing him to preside over you and be the head of your life, that automatically brings structure. That brings discipline in your life. A disciplined man ain't going to allow his woman to just be sitting over there just smoking and drinking and carrying on. And let me just say this, you know, you can teach better, you can preach better, you can reach better when you're disciplined. What we say in the street, it hit different. Yeah, it hit different when you're disciplined. You can put up a good sermon, you can put up a good message, but the message is received better by a woman when she has seen that it's been exemplified. A woman will glorify whatever you exemplify to her. And if you've been exemplifying discipline to a woman, now we can see a disciplined woman. Now we can have that woman give birth to a disciplined generation. That's why it's imperative for you to be disciplined, so that the woman can be disciplined and that the generations to come can be disciplined. If we see a generation that is unprofessional, that does not have no discipline, does not have any, any kind of characteristics, you know what I mean, ethics, any of that, 9 out of 10, you know, if you see that woman that's not disciplined, you know, she's 9 out of 10 dealing with a nigga that ain't got nothing to do with discipline. He's a rival gang member against discipline, and that's why the bitch is. How can two walk together except they be agreed? She's with him because she's in agreement with his lazy spirit. She's with him because she's in agreement with that spirit of procrastination that he's bound by. She's in agreement with that shit. And that's why you don't see no production, coming, from their relationship. Because she's in agreement with laziness. She's in agreement with nastiness. She's in agreement with that. You see a man be like, man, how could a bitch be with this man with that man's breath smelling like that? How could a woman be with a man with his teeth looking like that? How could a woman be with a man and he don't wash his hair? How could a woman be with this man and he got dirt all under his damn nails? How could a woman be with this man and he been wearing the same goddamn thing, you understand me, from ancient times to recent times, to King Charlemagne having champagne? How could this woman be, with a guy like that? Because she's in agreement with that bullshit. She's in agreement with it. Damn, that nigga be musty than a motherfucker. And that bitch is with him. She's in agreement with that. She's in agreement. You're not gonna be no clean woman and you messing around with a dirty ass nigga. It don't work like that. But I'm here to tell you that you need to be talking and you need to be around disciplined people. If you have a problem with discipline, start talking to disciplined people. Start hanging out with disciplined people. Start working out with disciplined people. Start doing that. Start having conversations with disciplined people. Deal with disciplined people. You've been messing around with niggas that just live any kind of way, and your life shows that. But I promise you, if you get your ass around some disciplined people, you get your ass around individuals, who are strong-minded, individuals that don't do this, individuals that don't go there, you're going to end up being just like that. You're going to end up being just like that. Start campaigning with pimps that, have standards. Start hanging out with pimps that, don't fellowship with everybody. That's not cool with everybody. Because that lets you know already, that speaks volumes if everybody in the game is cool with that individual. There's no way in the world where you have standards when you're a man of principle and everybody like you. Impossible. So again, you need to be talking to individuals that challenge the way that you think. You might say something within the conversation and somebody be like, why you say that? Or where did you get that from? Or where's your reference point? Where's the confirmation of information of that? You want to be around individuals that you just can't say anything. You want to be around individuals where you can't just do anything. Why? Because these individuals are men of principles. Men of principles. You need to be talking to individuals, that are just as smart as you or smarter. That's going to make you more witty. Do you hear me? You want to be around individuals that, are not only knowledgeable and saying things that's meaningful, but also comical. Y'all might end up roasting each other or having choppings. All of this is going to keep you sharp. All of it. You want to be around individuals like that make you think, that compel you to be a greater you. If you sit down right now and you think about all the individuals that you're talking to, that you're dealing with right now, and if you are not being compelled to be a greater you, if you are not being compelled to be a greater representation of the lifestyle that you profess to represent, then why are you dealing with them people? Brother, stop asking me that. I'm teaching right now. Why are you asking about a damn tattoo? That just makes no sense. I'm talking about discipline, and you asking me some things that it's not beneficial. Blessings to you. But again, You want to be around individuals that say things that provoke you to think. You might have been taught something, you know what I mean, in your childhood. And you've been believing some bullshit all your goddamn life. And now that you've come around individuals that challenge that, it's either you're just going to get mad and upset and emotional, or you're going to do the diligent research to find out whether what you was taught as a child is true or not. You need them type of individuals around you. You need those type of individuals that challenge, your traditional way of thinking. Get around those individuals and you'll be a greater you. Now, I also want to say this, man. We can't leave without this. Always be, and I'm just freestyling, always be, as I like to say, at a bitch. Because that take discipline too. To be at a bitch. That's another reason why a lot of y'all, your campaign is rusty. Your pimping is rusty. You got cobwebs on your shit because you don't be at a bitch. The reason why Sin never went 30 days without having a break-in, a charging, fly-by-night, something, getting the bitch out of pocket, out of bounds and all that, because Sin is always at a bitch. I'm always at a bitch. You don't have pimps telling stories of, yeah, man, I remember when that nigga was fucked up, man, I had to help Sin was sleeping on my couch and, or, I remember when I jugged him, you don't have them stories with my name attached to it. Why, nigga? Because I'm always at a bitch. I'm always at the bitch. I'm always at the hoe, man. I'm always at that woman. I'm not asking you for no help. If I get fucked off, I can lose every dollar that I got now. Every hoe can expire. Every bitch, can go about her own way. Credit can get fucked up. But no matter what turmoil I'm in, you best to believe I ain't getting on no goddamn phone, asking these niggas for a goddamn thing. We in an era where niggas only basically help you just so they can say that they helped you. So I ain't asking for a motherfucking thing. I'm at the bitch. I'm at the bitch. I'm not at the nigga. That's a lot of you niggas' problem. A lot of you niggas ain't got no goddamn hoe, but you on Instagram. You ain't got no hoe, but you on TikTok. You ain't got no hoe, but you in a pimp circle with niggas that's 5 and 6 and more deep, niggas having money, jewelry out the ass, multiple cars, multiple houses. You ain't got shit and you comfortable with not having shit. I thought you said you was a pimp. I thought you said you wanted to do some pimping. I thought that you said that you love this game. Man, you just talking. You just talking. Ain't nowhere in the world when you got this motherfucking, you understand me, fire on the inside that can't be put out by the situations of this world. When you got that fire on the inside that you comfortable being around number 2, number 3, number 4, number 5, number 6, number 7, number 8. All of these niggas, and they counting money. They answering phones from women sitting over there getting trap after trap. And you just around that. Ain't nowhere in the world that you this. And you felt comfortable being around that. And you wasn't provoked to make something happen. Ain't nowhere in the world. I know some niggas that will be at the bar. They will be at the bar with pimps while pimps is drinking and smoking and fellowshipping and chopping it up and diamonds on fingers and, chains on and, foreigns in the parking lot. And they just sitting over here chopping it up, fellowshipping like pimps do. And this nigga ain't got a dime to his name. Nigga ain't even got $5 by the grace of God to his motherfucking name, but got the audacity to just be kicking it and laughing, like he 5 and 10 deep. Man, that shit crazy. That shit crazy. That's how I know that you ain't this. King Luck, appreciate that 5, man. Good looking. You know what I mean? That's how I know you ain't this. That's how I know you ain't this pimping. Because if you was this motherfucking pimpin', how did you feel comfortable being around niggas that's having it and having it they way, and you don't have nothing? You gotta wait, and then some of you gotta wait on another man to feed you. Some of you in them type of situations. You hungry, but you can't eat. You can't eat until the pimp that's taking care of you until he get hungry. What type of man want to be in a situation like that? What type of real pimp is comfortable in a situation like that? You done got into a continuity of being in the spirit of complacency so motherfucking long, you understand me, that you don't even feel like you wrong no more. You don't even feel the spirit of condemnation, which you having participation in that motherfucking lazy spirit that you in. You ought to feel ashamed of yourself, calling yourself a goddamn pimp. You ought to feel ashamed of yourself. Clyde, appreciate the 10, bro. Appreciate that. You know? You ought to feel ashamed of yourself. You've been holus and dolus too long. As the mighty clouds of joy used to sing, I've been in the storm too long. Man, look, you've been holus and dolus, man, too long. You've been without, you understand me, a hoe too long, man. What's wrong with you? What's wrong with you? And I'm saying this, man, you know, because I know different individuals listen to me anytime that I go live, and I know you're listening right now. If you're not going to give it your all, then just leave it alone. You got the nerve to be on Instagram going live talking about what you don't like about the game and the state of the game. The reason why, yeah, we got a population of niggas like you that ain't doing no pimping. That's why. One of the biggest problems that we got in the game now, we got individuals giving opinions about the game and they not even active. You ain't had a hoe, you understand me, since you don't even remember you had a hoe. But you on Instagram like you some fucking scholar, you know what I mean? Like you just, like you doing, no. Get out there and go get you a hoe first. It then became way too comfortable for individuals that don't even have hoes to be talking about this pimping. Way too comfortable. Temperature on comfortability to the point where everybody got an opinion and everybody want to drop some game. Everybody want to say something pimpish. Hey man, how about get a hoe? Get a hoe first. Get a hoe first. You'd be surprised how many individuals be on Instagram each and every day and ain't got no goddamn hoe. Nigga been on the motherfucking Instagram 6 hours today talking about nothing. Then they be telling me about that shit called Speak Easy, the back streets, where all these niggas are sitting over there talking to renegades and shit like that. You know what I mean? Talking about what you eat today. yeah. Oh, you about to go to the park with your kids? You sitting over here comfortable talking to renegades that got 8 or 9 kids and shit, you know what I mean, at the park, and you know what I mean, you know all, you didn't talk to this renegade so goddamn long, you know all 9 of her kids, but you ain't even got $9 from the bitch. Man, stop it. Too many niggas feel comfortable talking about this pimping. Too many old niggas that's sleeping in the house with a girlfriend talking about this pimping. Oh man, did I go there? Oh. Niggas sitting over there living in the house with a bitch that ain't never sold a pussy a day in her life and been living there for years, but got the nerve to be getting on platforms, you know what I mean, talking about this pimping. Nigga, you ain't done no pimping, you understand me, in years. Nigga, shut up. Stop talking like you active, man. Go ahead and put that non-active on your thing, man. Knock that shit off. Again, you know what I'm saying? Who you talking to? You know, always be at the bitch. That's why you don't hear a lot of jug master stories with Sinful to P. You don't hear individuals talking about I gave sin this and I did this for sin. If they do tell you that, they lying like a motherfucker. Cause nigga, I sit up there and walk on the highway 15, 20 below motherfucking zero, nigga, before I allow one of you no-character ass niggas to be a so-called hero in my motherfucking life, nigga. You got me fucked up. Yeah, I'm not even gonna give you that glorious testimony talking about some you did this and did that for Sinful to P. Not I said the pimp. I don't give a fuck what my situation is. I'm just gonna stay down to the game bless me. I'm gonna be always at a bitch. I'm not gonna. I know not to sit up there and ask you niggas for a goddamn thing. I'll be a blessing to y'all, but as far as you niggas sitting over there being a blessing to me, man, hell no. You know what I mean? That's just the way I am. Me and Drayden had different disagreements on this topic. You know what I mean? But he come from an era where pimps was still looking out for pimps. I'm not in that era. So of course we're gonna have, different mindsets, pertaining to this topic. I'm not asking a motherfucker for a goddamn thing. If I can't get it from Freeze, if Freeze ain't blessed at that time, if I was then I ain't gonna have it. Cause outside of that, I ain't asking a motherfucker for a goddamn thing. But always, like I said, be at a bitch. At the gym, being at a bitch. That's why you gotta stay fly at all time. P, what you mean by that? Man, you gotta stay fly at all time, man. You might be coming up in the gym with, different pair of beat headphones to match, the different work outfits, that you, coming in with. Or, you might want to come up in there, with something and leave out with something else. Just fly shit. I use my brother, I could use myself, but, I'm always thinking about my brother. One thing about Freeze, Freeze, I ain't been around him in a little minute, but I'm pretty sure he still do it. Freeze would go to the gym in gym clothes and then leave out suited and booted. When you doing shit like that, when you coming in there with gym clothes, then you after working out, you take your shower, then you sit up there, and you putting your stuff on, then you put your cologne on, then you sit up there and walk out suited and booted, and you hopping up in some clean ass whip. It's some bitches, man, that's paying attention. Yeah, it's a fine ass bitch up in there that's really paying attention, man. They seeing the dedication, they seeing the faithfulness, they seeing the discipline that's coming from the pimping, man. That's some fly shit. There's two really, like I say, it's a vernacular that's too motherfucking spectacular for you motherfucking lames to even understand. They paying attention. Ooh, he walked in with that, but he leaving out with that. Then he driving that off. Always be at a bitch. And when I say that, sometimes you not at the bitch verbally, you just at her physically. Y'all might be in a facility where you don't have the liberty, to verbally get at the bitch. But by you physically being on point, you speaking without speaking. Your walk do more talking than your talk. The spirit of flyness, the volume of flyness is just so motherfucking loud. You understand me? With your pimping, all of these bitches hear what the fuck you saying without you saying a goddamn thing. Now that's pimping. That's campaigning, nigga. That's some fly ass shit. You saying a whole lot and ain't said a goddamn thing. You ain't even opened up your mouth yet. But your spirit just illuminate the room. You got a glorious, victorious appearance. Your countenance, is so pimpish. It's like, ooh, what lifestyle is he involved in? What does he do? Who is he with? Appreciate that 5, man. Man, I'm gonna just call you Low. Yeah, I ain't gonna call you Sweet and Low. I'm gonna call you Low. Yeah, I'm just gonna call you Low, man. Blessings to you. Appreciate that. I'm surprised. I've been talking about laziness and procrastination. I noticed that when I'm preaching a feel-good message, man, them cash apps and them super chats, it be coming in different. But when I'm tearing down and no, No, but for the ones that have given, and especially for the ones that hit the like button, man, I'm appreciative, sincerely. I'm appreciative. Thank you. Thank you for every like. Thank you for every subscribe. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, make sure you click on the subscribe. in that bell button. You know what I mean? Sin don't be asking for no money. Only thing Sin asks for is to hit the like button. I appreciate all the financial contributions, but the biggest contribution that you can give this game is just simply hitting the like button so somebody can see this game. The more likes that this game get, the more people will see it, pop up, you know what I mean, in their feed. And the feed is they on YouTube, it'll be up in that algorithm like it's supposed to because of them likes. So that's why Sin be on y'all about them likes, But always be at a bitch. If it ain't at the Mac Tone sending blessings to you again. Appreciate that, man. Blessings to you, Mac Tone. Appreciate that 20, fam. Blessings to you. Yeah, good looking. And that's another thing. What did I tell y'all? I wonder how many of y'all took heed to that. Because I'm talking to a sweet little thing right now. You understand me, in Michigan. How did I get up on her? Through Instagram. How did I get up on her? By going to Whole Foods. Told y'all. Told you to go to the Whole Foods page on Instagram. Look at who's following. If you don't find what in the following, go to different posts and go to the motherfucking, you understand me, comment section. Sometimes you got to go through the likes. Who liked it? And I promise you, you're going to see some old fine, in shape, got it together, only got 117 followers that, she ain't even popular like that. That's what Sin be looking for. When I'm on IG, that's who I'm spending my time popping at and getting at. I ain't getting at. These hoes can't show you no motherfucking DM where Sin is getting at them. Very few. Only a few. You know what I mean? It was only a few. And most of the time, if they can show you any conversation while I was getting at them, it's because they got at me concerning, you know what I mean, me first, or, a compliment or consultation or something like that. Very few can honestly say that, yeah, me and Sin was talking and then we went from there to there and there and there. Because I don't be on IG trying to get at the so-called hoes. I be looking for some beautiful squares to evangelize this game to. I be looking for that fine, attractive, you understand me, thick ass, beautiful blonde, that beautiful blonde ass white bitch that don't nobody know. She got hips and thighs like she come from the projects of Chicago. You understand me? And she got all the markability in the world and don't nobody even know her. Don't nobody even know her. I be looking for that chocolate thing. Yeah, that chocolate one that feel, you know what I mean? Like, man, what should I do? I just, I got out this relationship. I don't know what to do. She got her successful little job. You know what I mean? She just be working out. And she just been going from relationship to relationship, and she don't know what to do. You know what I mean? She haven't found no man that was really like interesting or intriguing. That's what I'm looking for. Yeah, that chocolate thing. Touch somebody and say that chocolate thing. Yeah, I'll be looking for them in all colors. The best one really be Sin complexion though. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'll be looking for that peanut butter too. Yeah, But what am I saying? Whatever new face of any race, I'm looking for the ones that's not known. I'm looking for the ones that ain't Instagram the fuck out. I'm looking for the ones that's not following dinosaurs. Oh my God, I'm looking for the ones that ain't following 50 pimps. That's what interests Sin. I'm looking for the ones that ain't following, she ain't a pimp groupie. Oh my God, Lord, I'm gonna hurt feelings with that one. Some of y'all got a whole bunch of pimp groupies in your DM. That ain't no goddamn hoe. She just a pimp groupie. She just want to fucking suck on the pimp. She just want to say that she was with a pimp, get her little 2 seconds of fame, or get her little nut off. That's about it. She ain't trying to do no hoeing, man. The bitch just a pimp groupie. Some of you niggas got pimp groupies in your DM. from AM to PM. You know what I'm saying? But the bitch ain't really trying to do no hoeing from AM to PM. She ain't like that. You know, she just look like that. You know? But she not built like that. But I told y'all, you know, Sam be looking for somebody that look like that Lulu Simmons bitch. Yeah, when you get a chance, y'all already know. I told y'all that's one of the finest women on IG. Sin got a lot to say to her. I'm going to speak it into existence. I'm going to have a whole buffet, you know what I mean, to say, you know, to her. But yeah, Sin be looking for somebody that look like that ain't known like that. Or the A. Marie for me. Hey, that A. Marie, Support the Prince, yeah. Yeah, that A. Marie go every time. But yeah, go when you get on IG, you know what I mean? Just go on that Miss Lulu Simmons. You'll see what Sin talking about. That's what Sin be meaning when I say that chocolate thing. That's my definition of that chocolate thing. That's what I be talking about when I be talking about dark-skinned women. That's Sin definition of fine, dark-skinned women. Yeah. That chocolate thing. That blessed thing. That melanated thing. But ain't known like that. Do you hear what I'm saying? She not known. She not following 50 Pimps. She don't even know nothing about the life. That's what I be thinking about. That's who I'd rather talk to. I'd rather talk to the one that only got 200-300 followers. You know, you go on her page, and as you go through her page and pictures and things like that, she just be having good time with her little friends and things like that. She just got the cool little boring lifestyle. You know? What's a little boring area that I'm trying to think of in California? Anyway, I'll think of it at another time. But yeah, I'll be thinking about shit like that. No, not there. But you know what I mean? I'll be thinking about that. I want to give my time to that. I don't want to give my time to no bitch that's on dinosaurs arguing with pimps. I don't want to give my time to no bitch, you know what I mean, that just used the bathroom and she ain't wash her hands. Again, my question, who are you talking to? You're casting pearls before swine. You're wasting time. You're talking to anybody. I told you, study the minister. Study the ministers. People, what do you mean by that? Meaning you need to treat your conversation the same way that a minister treats the word of God. The same way that he carries the oracles of God. That's the same way that you need to carry this game. The minister of God that's led by the Spirit of God, he ain't preaching and teaching to no reprobates. And the pimp that's led by the spirit of pimping, that, you understand me, is honoring his pimping and treating his game like treasures, he ain't just talking to anybody and everybody. Who are you talking to? I'm not talking to the bitch that got 3 toes done after 10. That's the waste of time. I'm not talking to no bitch that's over 400 and 500 pounds and she eating tacos on the live. No, I'm not doing that. So again, who are you talking to? Keep your pimping fresh. Just like, okay, like I told you, when I'm in Whole Foods, you know what I mean, or a grocery store, a lot of times it don't even be, you know, about the bitch. It's just me keeping my pimping fresh. It's just me exercising pimping. P, what do you mean by that? Meaning, okay, fine ass woman, you know, purchasing groceries within the store, and especially if I've seen her multiple times, you know, I'm here to just plant a seed. Always remember, I'm just here to make a good impression. As I keep seeing her, you know, it'll progress to what I want it to progress to. Man, let me block you because some of you have come to cause distraction. Care nothing about no damn skinny pimp, nigga. I don't even listen. I don't even know who you talking about. You know what I mean? And you keep asking me that. You hear me teaching, you know what I mean, something powerful, and you ask me about a goddamn, I don't even know the dude. What's be wrong with y'all? That's another thing that's wrong with you niggas. You got men on your mind. I'm talking about getting at the bitch, and you talking about some nigga. What's wrong with you? I'm always at the bitch, and you thinking about some nigga. You thinking about whether or not he's a pimp or not. Why? You want to put on some panties and some heels and go get it up for the nigga? The fuck you thinking about a nigga for? I'm sitting up here sitting over here talking about woman after woman, and you sitting up there talking about, hey P, hey P, hey P, is what's the name of pimp? It's what's the name of pimp? Who gives a fuck? Do you want to get a choosing fee for the nigga? Fuck wrong, man. What be wrong with niggas, man? Goddamn. Not thinking about no man. Hey, if you on that homosexual shit, please, man, leave my live right now. This ain't the live for you. You know, Pride Month was last month. You niggas trying to make this shit last all year. Stop thinking about these niggas, man. Get the niggas off your mind. That's why you're not prospering with women. As a man thinketh, so is he. You niggas is thinking about men all goddamn day. You buying clothes. You buying jewelry. You want to ride in this car. You want to ride. You want to be in that house. All because you want to stun on niggas or get back at a nigga or impress some niggas. You thinking about niggas and shit. You got niggas on your mind. I don't have men on my mind. I can give a less fuck of what a nigga's opinion or what he thinking and all of that shit. You're thinking about men. That's part of your problem on why you're not prospering and being victorious with women. You're thinking about men. You got too much men on your mind. What's wrong with you? Anyway, always be at the bitch. And like I said, man, I do this constantly all the time, man. I might see a woman and, you know, I always remember, it ain't about, saying 17 and, 20 letter words or putting a whole bunch of syllables and shit together. You can just say something just real nice and simple. Excuse me. I just wanted to let you know, man, you look amazing today. Or you look beautiful, or you look attractive, or maybe you might want to say, hey, I want to describe or define the way you look, but even Webster's Collegiate Dictionary don't have nothing to define the way you looking at. I was going to go home and go take a rest, but after seeing you in that, I'm going to go to the gym again. If you say that to a woman that's constantly in the gym, yeah, I was getting ready to, this is my break day. This is my day where I usually take a break. But after seeing you in that, yeah, I need to reside and abide in the gym a little bit more. Do you hear what I'm saying to you? Excuse me, I don't mean to interrupt. I had to tell you, I didn't get a chance to tell you the last time, but you are extremely attractive. Without you saying that you drink an abundance of water, I can just look at your skin. You just have a beautiful heavenly glow to you. You just attractive. I don't know, whatever man is in your life, he's a blessed man. Oh my, and especially if she volunteer and say that, she's single, you ain't even ask her that. But she just, I don't have a man. She letting you know. Yeah, she letting you know, nigga, go ahead and campaign. What she saying? Nigga, go ahead and pimp. You might just sit up there and you might see the woman, and I didn't say anything to you the first time because, I'd seen you the previous time, but I thought that you were with somebody. I thought that would, you was with that gentleman or you was with that man. And if she a down to earth type of broad, you could say, I thought you was with that nigga. Woo, 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 woo. No. I don't know who you talking about. I don't got no man, or even if she say that she do got one, who gives a fuck? Care nothing about this bitch having no goddamn man. You know what I tell y'all when they be used to tell that to me. Well, I'm in a relationship and well, relationships are temporary. And as we look at the divorce rate, we can also see that a lot of times marriages are, too. So, we shouldn't lose out on a potential beneficial, friendship just because you're in a temporary relationship. We shouldn't do that because you could be beneficial to me. I could be beneficial to you. We can have a friendship that can just be lifelong beneficial. And now we're going to lose out on all that because you temporarily with somebody that, the relationship ain't even the definition of serious. You need to leave that alone. Woman might sit up there and tell you she with a man, she got a boyfriend, or she engaged and all of that. A woman used to tell me they was engaged or they got a boyfriend. I would always say, my condolences. She said, excuse me, what? I was like, yeah, my condolences, baby. You know what I mean? And if that bitch said, and if I say my condolences after you told me that you was in a relationship and you laughing and smiling, that relationship ain't serious the way you professing that it's serious like that. If I got you smiling and laughing all in my face and shit like that, because see, I'm a very dangerous man. And for me to say these things, and for you to be laughing and smiling and kikiing and ha-ha and all in my face, yeah, I can have you. Yeah, that nigga don't really have a residence in your mind like that. Yeah, hold on, let me look up in here. Let me go on this mental safari. Yeah, this nigga don't even live here. Yeah, bitch, I'm traveling all through your mind. I found out this nigga don't even live here. He done visited here a couple of times and shit, but he don't reside in the bag in that mind like that. You know what I mean? Yeah, I can come up in here and do my thing. There's so many motherfucking vacancies up in this motherfucker. Yeah, let me go ahead and build me a mansion up in this bitch, That's how I've been in a relationship and, I'm faithful and things like that. Well, I'm not even trying to hinder that because I'm not even a relationship boyfriend, girlfriend type of guy. I'm not even that type of man. You what? Yeah, I'm not even that type of man, sweetheart. I just like to enjoy life. And just looking at you, I can tell that you enjoying life. You drinking water, you eating fruit, you working out. You somebody that I would like to, know. If your personality, if your intelligence is anything like your appearance, I would just love the opportunity to know you. That's all. I want my day to be as beautiful as your appearance. So that's why I need to know you. Yeah, I need to know you. We need to know each other. What am I saying? I'm always at the bench. I'm flirting even with the woman at the cash register. How you doing today? Oh, I'm doing fine. And you know what I mean? Yeah, that's one thing I like about you. You always smiling and things like that. I don't know what's going on outside the job, but it's just a blessing to come up in here and just see your smile. They need to pay you something extra. Oh my God, you really mean? Yeah. You got a beautiful smile and your personality. Like a person can just be going through some depression and just come up in Whole Foods and just see the way you smile and just that your smile within itself, to brighten up the day. Yeah, your smile to sit up there and give joy and sorrow and hope for tomorrow, baby. Real talk. And the bitch might, especially if she with somebody that really ain't into compliments, because you guys be listening to YouTubers tell, yeah, you never compliment a woman. Call her a bitch, tell her to shut the fuck up, and tell her you ain't got nothing but good dick and bubble gum. Like, nah, I don't know. Like, y'all era is just lame to me. Y'all era is very, it's like you guys hate women. I don't hate women. I come from an era where, the guys, always wanted to leave a good impression. Seeing come from the era where niggas was leaving voice messages, with the music playing in the background and shit. So, yeah, my era just a little bit different than y'all. Y'all come from the, Hey, you smoke, I smoke. You drink, I drink. We can get it on the night. You know what I mean? You come from that. I don't come from that. You know? I'm sitting over there, leaving my voice message. I got the usher, can you get with it playing in the background or something. You know what I mean? I'm endeavoring to get on, some smooth Young Mac and things at that time. So we just come from a different cloth. But like I said, you could just say that. And guess what? Let me say this. To a nigga or to a guy, oh man, I ain't that type of dude. Hey man, fuck him. Like I said, I don't think about niggas. As a man thinking, so is he. I don't think about what the next man thinking. I'm greater than the next man. So what the fuck I'm thinking about what this nigga's thinking? Or what he don't like, or what he think is lame, or what he think is corny. Most of them guys, man, that be talking like that, they don't be having bitches. They don't be having money. They be dusty. And they be fucking with dusty bitches, you know what I mean? And it ain't because they had game. They just slipped on a banana peel and fell into a situation and just so happened to have fornication with a dusty ass bitch. I'm not with them. Seeing them be on, you have to be at the bitch. I just like the way that sound. You might feel offended, but I'm at the bitch. I'm not at the nigga. The reason why I couldn't answer your phone call when you called, because I was at the bitch. Yeah, I'm at the bitch, man. The reason why I don't want to kick it with a whole bunch of niggas, because I'm at the bitch. I'm at the bitch. I'm not at you. So again, yeah, I'm not even going to talk about the YouTubers that told y'all the stupid shit that they told you. That's why when you guys seen me complimenting certain women in the comment section, some of you guys were looking crazy. When I was like, what's going on, beautiful? Hey, gorgeous. You know what I mean? Oh, man, it's a blessing to see you one more time. Yeah, I like that new profile picture, stuff like that. When you heard me saying certain things, it was totally contrary to what your dating coach or your favorite YouTuber told you. I'm nothing like that. The Pimpin is nothing like that. Pimps, we don't hate women. Contrary to popular belief, they tried to give you that depiction, vision, and false definition about us. Pimps don't hate women. Yeah, man, don't give her no compliments. Don't give her currently in Mexico, like you said. Get your passport, people. Glory to the game. You dig. That's what's up. That's what's up. I love hearing that. That's what they are. Yeah, man, your favorite YouTuber, he don't talk like sin. I compliment women. I find women to be attractive. I'm not thinking about what a dating coach think or what some nigga that don't even got no history or credibility, in these streets think. Most of these guys that be talking to you, they got an ugly wife that they dick won't even get hard for. And they sitting over here telling you, what to do and how to do. These guys don't even talk to bitches. If you notice, like, how is it that you've been watching certain people for years and you've never heard a woman call them? You never seen a video with a woman in the background? Now, of course, in the lifestyle, man, the hoe is for the dough. She ain't for show. You know what I mean? So, a nigga gonna cover the bitch face so you don't know who the bitch is and things like that. But at least you know that there's still some hoes around, bitches around, bitches calling in. You know what I mean? Something. And you niggas is listening to so-called dating gurus and all of that type of shit. And these niggas got all of these hippopotamus ass bitches and shit, bitches that they not even attracted to. But he got the nerve to write a book. They got a nerve to give you a tutorial on what to say and how to do. They not in the field. They not outside. They not getting at a bitch, man. They don't have women. And that's what's so fucked up about this YouTube shit. It enables nobodies that have no history. Their history is a whole mystery. Don't nobody know them. Even in the square world, they don't be outside. They not at the bitch. The bitch, you know, if they do got a bitch, it was like a coinky dink. It was a coincidence. He's a dweeb. He fell into a situation. But them little dating coaches, man, that y'all be listening to, no game. No game. I've actually listened to a few for a couple of minutes. I just said, let me sit up there and just listen to the hoopla. Let me see you know, what's going on. And as I kept listening, I was like, damn, that's what y'all listening to? Just like when y'all be bringing certain names to me, them guys is my children. Dr. BOA should come up in here and give me a cash app and a super chat right now. Because he don't do nothing but watch pimp videos and then take from that and then try to create his own little shit that ain't even amounting to no game. If you go back and even listen to that video that I did, I destroyed that video. It's his most watched video. He talking about the commandments of the game. I might even have to go back over that. Because, you know, any pimp that'll listen to this be like, man, what the fuck is this? What is that? They keep bringing up the ain't in the beginning, the saint in the center, you know, to me. Hey, man, that guy needs to teach you whatever he learned from Berkeley. But as far as like the pimping, man, don't nobody know that dude, man. Don't nobody know that dude. These dudes, as Jay-Z said, they was at their folks' pad, scribbled in their notepad, and created their life. They don't have no history in the game. They lying to y'all. And you niggas are so dumb, you so fatherless, that you allowing anybody to be your father. You just like these hoes. You on YouTube looking for a daddy. I don't want to be your daddy, little nigga. I don't want to be, don't choose up on me in that way. No, don't choose up on me at all. If you're going to do anything, apply and comply to this game. But I don't want to be you little niggas' daddy. Some niggas after Kevin Samuels died, they was talking about, yeah, Sin, go ahead, you could take Kevin's place and woo, woo, woo. Nigga, I'm not thinking of, I'm sitting over here mourning the loss of Kev. I'm thinking about how, you know, Kev done lost his life and the endeavors that he had and didn't get to fulfill. I ain't thinking about taking his motherfucking place. Nigga, all I do is just sit up there and say his name and keep the content alive so that name can stay alive. That's about it. But ain't nobody equipped enough to be taking Kev's place. Ain't gonna be no taking places. All of this, you could take, it was so many niggas that's just fatherless and looking for a daddy. I'm not trying to be your daddy, little nigga. Do you hear what I'm saying? I am sinful to pee. I am in my own lane. I don't want to be nobody else. I'm happy that God blessed me to be me. I don't want to be none of you little niggas or your little favorite YouTubers. I don't. I'm happy with, you know, Philip Brandon Gilmore. I love that man. I love who I am. So again, you know, when it comes to, I just had to take off my belt and just spank for a little minute. You know, back to this game that I never left. You know, back to that grocery store. Like I said, some of y'all next woman is at the grocery store right now. You so busy driving up and down the track, you know what I mean, to these little disrespectful, neglectful little bras to instructions, neglectful to the game. You so busy sitting over there spitting a whole motherfucking Uzi, a M16 of bullets a game at this deaf-eared ass bitch when your next woman that you gonna give you your nice 10, 15, possibly more year run, you know what I mean, is at Whole Foods right now. She's at Trader Joe's right now. She's at the grocery store right now. Your next woman right now, she might be at Sam's Club. She might be at Walmart. She might be at your local mall right now. She might even be at the train station. What am I saying? You got to make yourself available. Always be at the bitch. I'm not at the niggas. I'm at the bitch. But not just be at the bitch, but be at the right bitch. You know what I'm saying? It's time for you to stop wasting time. It's time for you to stop wasting time, you know what I mean, looking at everybody else. And it's time for you to get on your business. It's time for you to take care of your shit, nigga. That's what I'm saying to you. And I'm saying this to you, you know what I mean, out of love. You know, be at the bitch. And let me just say this. It's benefits to always being at the bitch. You know why? Because you can have a large following like King Solomon today, but that might not be your circumstance tomorrow. But if you always at the bitch, when that hoe leave, when that hoe blow up, if that hoe chews up, if that hoe want to square up, whatever them hoes decide to do, because you was always at a bitch, yeah, man, you know what I mean? When that hoe left, it was two motherfuckers coming in the door. She left out the door. Two nice, marketable, profitable, you know what I mean? Two ladies, women just came in the door. That's how that worked. When you're constantly campaigning, when you're constantly at the bitch, when bitches decide to leave, when bitches decide to blow and go, you're always staying afloat. Why? Because you're always at the bitch. It's the benefits of being at the bitch. When you're always at the bitch, your mouthpiece is up to par. You're always coming up with things to say. And when I say that, I ain't talking about new syllables, putting syllables together and new punchlines. Like I said, it's women right now, man, that's in certain stores right now, and they just so damn shy. She can't even handle a compliment. Just imagine your fly ass coming up in there smelling all good, and you got them white teeth. You got all your teeth. Let me put that in there. You got all your teeth, and all of them is white, and you just give that woman a compliment. You know, I just want to let you know that even though you see me with these groceries, or you see me, you know, with these items, whatever you want to say, I came up in here to see you. Huh? Yeah, I came up in here to see you. I was hoping that you would be up in here again. You know what I mean? Yeah, I had that on my mind. You know what I mean? As I was coming here, I said, let me slide through here and see if you up in here. You know what I mean? And here you are. How's your day going? Just like that. And she can't even handle it. She's smiling ear to ear, and she can't even handle it. She trying to look away. She trying to maintain her professionalism. Man, she don't even got it, man. Smiling ear to ear. You done made her day. Yeah, I came up in here to see you. Yeah, that's it. You know what I mean? It ain't really too much up in here that I want. You know what I mean? But it's someone up in here that I want, though. Yeah, that's why I keep coming up in here. You know? Yeah, exactly. Oh my God. She might especially be like, oh my God, well, she don't know what to say. She lost for words. Exactly. And that's what comes with being clean, being fly all the time. You don't have to have a suit on. You just have to be fly. You just have to be clean. You can have gym clothes on. I don't know what you got on. You might got on a Jordan outfit. I don't know. You might have got on a Champion outfit. I don't know what the hell your ass got on. Louis fit. Whatever you got on, just be clean at all times. Just be clean. See how I didn't say Snapple, Apple, Capple? Notice I didn't say, yeah, bitch, you know what I mean? Let your next move be your best move and everything will be real smooth, bitch. Notice how I didn't do no slick talk. Are you listening to me? I didn't do no rhyming. Notice how I haven't used no rhyming. Notice how I didn't try to sit up there and be Poindexter the P. I didn't pull out 15 and 20 letter words. Now, if I'm talking to that type of woman, if we having that type of discussion, then I'm gonna go there. But if we're just, you know, on a cool playing field, then I'm just being me. I'm not trying to come up with new nursery lines and things like that. What am I doing? I'm just endeavoring to leave a good impression on this woman. When she seen me talking, you know what I mean, I was smelling good. When she smelled my breath, You know what I mean? She smelled pimping. She didn't smell no E&J. She didn't smell Hennessy. She didn't smell Newport cigarettes or weed. You know, she smelled the pimping. Yeah. She can tell by my skin that I love myself. Yeah. She can tell, you know what I mean, by, you know, the way I keep coming in and out of here, man. You know, I'm living a life that's taking care of me. Yeah. And when I talk to her, I'm not bitch, 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 or, you know, I'm not trying to come up with the biggest words or, I just want to leave a good impression. And as I keep seeing her at her job, you know what I mean, it's going to progress into what I wanted to progress to. I'm just planting the seed, and each and every time that I see her, you know what I mean, I'm watering. That's exactly how I want you to be. Always at the bitch. You know, always at the bitch, man. Not around no whole bunch of niggas. Oh no. And let me leave before I leave off on that. And when it come to the blade, yeah, you want to be like that too. P, what you mean by that? You want to keep your pimping fresh. That's why it's mandatory to be outside at times. Those of you, some of y'all, man, y'all like stay not even that far from different blades. You don't have no, and then not even just that. You know, you want to keep your mouthpiece, you know, up to par. Get the likes to 900. Oh, it's already 960. But do me a favor, if you haven't already hit the like button, hit the like button now. Let's get my likes up to 1,000. I'm a straight square. But you, hold on. But you and Freeze motivated me to stop drinking and start taking care of myself again. Thank you, Sin. Man, I appreciate that, brother. Thank you. Thank you, man. Again, let me just say this to you. You can tell when somebody rusty. You can tell when somebody haven't campaigned in a long time. But just like working out in the gym, how muscle got memory, you know, your game got memory too. As you begin to campaign and get back outside, get in your place, which is in a bitch face, you'll start noticing, damn, I forgot I used to say that. Damn, I forgot I used to say this. Damn, I forgot I used to say this. Damn, I forgot I used to say that. You lose what you don't use. You know what I mean? Then next thing you know, damn, I ain't never said that before. Damn, I ain't never said that before. Damn, I ain't never said that before. Damn, did I just say that? Did I just say that? That was so motherfucking cold. I want to choose up on myself. Exactly. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? Keep a flirt, not stay being that a bitch. And let me also say this again. It's not about the bitch. It's just about keeping my conversation fresh, keeping my pimping fresh, exercising pimping. That's all I'm doing. You'll see me at times flirting with women that I'm not even attracted to. Do you hear what I'm saying? I might flirt with a woman at the cash register. You know what I mean? And I might say something, give her a compliment that, you know, set up there and made her day. And the woman standing next to me is attractive, you know? And she seen me compliment this girl that ain't really attractive like that. Now, you know what I mean? She attracted to me because she seen the way I just made her day. But not just that, it wasn't about her, even though I like being a blessing to her because I just like being a blessing. But at the same time, I'm exercising pimping. I'm keeping my mouthpiece, you know what I mean, like that. I'm exercising pimping, nigga. I'm keeping my game up to par. You know? That's what I'm doing. It's not so much about her. It's about me. It's about my game. Yeah. Because one thing I know, when you campaigning like you supposed to, you know what I mean? It just fresh game will come out your mouth. You want to be so in tune with the spirit of pimping that when you open up your mouth, the game meets you every time. That's how in tune you want to be with the spirit of pimping. Every time you open your mouth, the game is there. You ain't rehearsed nothing. You ain't practiced nothing. You just so in tune with the spirit of pimping, you know what I mean? That when you open up your mouth, the game is always there. The anointing of the game, it just proceeds out your mouth and it just flow, you know what I mean? Like living waters. It just come out your belly, out your spirit. You know, when you talk to that woman, the reason why you was able to get that woman out of bounds, get that woman out of pocket is because you said something, you know, that reached the woman in her. When them niggas was driving up and down the track, they were saying things, you know what I mean? And they was only talking to the image that she was conforming to. But you spoke to the woman in her. That made her feel some type of way. Because you got to remember, no matter what lifestyle that woman is in, she's still a woman. She might be conforming to this because of that denomination. She might be conforming to this because this is the lifestyle, you know what I mean, that she's in. So this is the image that she's taking on, the energy that she's taking on. But that still has not abolished the woman in her. That ain't eradicated the woman. That ain't destroyed the woman. She's still a woman. So while all the other guys is riding up and down the blade saying things that appeal only to the image that she conformed to in the lifestyle, it's easy for her to stay in pocket on them because they talking to the image while you talking to the woman. So you wouldn't know this, and you can't do this when you ain't exercising pimping. You know? But I just gave you, that's a reason why many guys, you know, don't knock. When they be on the blade or when they outside, they're talking to the image that the woman has conformed into. She's conforming into that, or at least endeavoring to do that. Or it appears that she might be that because she's getting in and out of cars or because of the attire that she have on. But in all reality, she's just a square little woman that's just hustling, you know? And you might pull up on her one day and say, listen, I'm not going to, you know, give you all that today, but I just wanted to tell you, I didn't get a chance to tell you the other night, but red is your color. I don't know what you made that night, but bitch, if you didn't make $1 billion, you know what I mean? You disrespectful, because that's exactly what you was looking like when you had that red dress on with them shoes on. I was like, oh my God. You know, one trick, you probably didn't see it because you was too busy, you know, hopping in and out of cars. But one trick, he almost had a car accident lusting after you. You was so motherfucking fine that night. I just had to tell you. You know, you probably already knew that, but, you know, I just wanted to get some confirmation to some information that you already knew. You was fine as hell that night. All right, you go ahead and have a blessed night. Hopefully, you know, tonight is as beautiful as your appearance, baby. You know what I mean? You stay blessed. Go on about my business. Because like I said, it's all about just leaving a good impression. That's it. It's not about me calling her 50 and 60 bitches within 2 seconds. I just want to leave a good impression. I have a different attitude to talk to that one within the multitude. You know what I'm saying? As Charm said, you know, you're not going to feel that one, feel like, you know, the way you feel about that one, that ain't going to be the way you feel about that one. You might see me just like in, I might have to post that just to show an example. Like one bitch, you might see me just firing off at her, and you might be like, damn, why Sin coming at her like that? Man, he just like Sin on her helmet. Then another woman, you might see me giving her all you can hear buffet, you know what I mean, the game in a very smooth, classy way. I have a different approach on how to coach, you know, a woman on how to get out of pocket so she can get in pocket with me. You know, that's just how it should be. I'm a master at that. Every woman that I get out of pocket, it ain't going to be through positivity. You know how many women that I've got out of pocket through negativity? And I'm so cold with this shit that I switched the energy from negativity to positivity once she sat up there and got out of pocket with me. You know? But every woman ain't gonna be no, oh, you so fine, or you so attractive, or I like the way, or I seen you do this, or you know what I mean? No. I might see a woman and, on my negative shit, I might see the bitch and be like, hey, I don't mean to, make you feel the spirit of suicide, bitch, with the things I'm gonna say tonight, but bitch, don't you ever wear that again. Don't you ever wear that again. That is disrespectful. For you to even look the way that you look, and then for you to have on them shoes and shit. I know you can't be fucking with no pimp. Yeah, you can't be fucking with no pimp, because, pimps love hoes. Pimps care about hoes. And you can't be with no pimp and you dress like that. Yeah, bitch, you just seem like you just went to the garbage can blindfolded and you just picked up anything out the garbage can and just threw that shit on. That's the way you look right now. You came out here really to play. You ain't out here trying to get no money. Not with no shit like that. You dress like you hate tricks right now. Yeah, you dress like right now, you know what I mean, that you the reason why the murder rate is going up in Chicago right now, bitch. You know what I mean? You look terrible right now. You look a goddamn fool. I might sit up there and say something like that. The motherfucking shoes them heels that you got. Ooh, you don't know how to walk in heels? Man, you call yourself a woman and you don't know how to walk in heels? Man, you should feel ashamed of yourself. Calling yourself a woman, calling yourself a hoe, and you barely can sit up there and stand in heels by the grace of God. Look at this bitch with Shaqs on. Bitch, I didn't even know Shaquille O'Neal had some new shoes and shit. Bitch, what the fuck you got on that for? You ain't gonna catch no dates like that. You got on Shaqs. Bitches wearing Shaqs to the track. Who told you that was cool? Yeah, you gotta be fucking with one of these Hoover niggas or something. Yeah, you gotta be fucking with one of these criminal gang niggas or something. Bitch, you ain't fucking with no goddamn pimp. Ain't no pimp allowed you to come out the house with no Shaqs on. You know what I mean? You just look like you gonna step on a nigga. I know you love that part of that song when like, this how I step on niggas. I can just see your Bigfoot ass just stepping around and shit. You love that part of the song. Oh, big feet ass bitch. Seeing her get at a bitch like that at times. Hey, baby. Hey, baby. Yeah, I just wanted to let you know what I mean? I'm looking for some security. Yeah, I'm looking for security. I got some real hoes that's down, you know what I mean? And they need security. And looking at what you got on and the size of your feet, you know what I mean? You look like you would be better security than death row security in the 90s and shit. You know what I mean? So I just wanted to give you an application. I know you ain't doing no hoeing. Yeah, I know you ain't doing no hoeing, so you might as well be a security guard for real hoes and shit out here. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I came out here. They told me that you used to play football. Looking at your hands, I can believe that. You look like you Lawrence Taylor's niece around this motherfucker, Yeah, I get at a bitch like that. And guess what? I've said shit like that to bitches that was so negative that I began to just talk and I could just see it. I could just see it wearing the bitch out. I could just see she trying to stay in pocket. She trying to not cuss. She trying to not get out of bounds with me. You know what I mean? I'm gonna stay popping. Yeah, I can just tell you one of them motherfuckers. You ain't no real hoe. You just a bitch that's sitting over here selling pussy because you could not maintain no job. Yeah, you one of them I couldn't maintain a job motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? You got real hoes and you got bitches that didn't want to work a job, so they just brought their little dusty ass out here to sell that tired ass device that they call a pussy. Yeah, bitch, you in that population. Yeah, you in one of them populations. You ain't no motherfucking hoe like that. You just another motherfucker. You a handsome civilian. That's the fuck you is. You just a motherfucking pedestrian that's just sucking on blacks and Mexicans, you know what I mean, for a few bucks and shit. You ain't no goddamn hoe. And sooner or later, that bitch will sit up there, nigga, fuck you, or cuz, or blood, you know what I mean? And I got her right where I want her. Because all I wanted was the acknowledgement. Now the acknowledgement, can get into some development now. I'm telling you what I know. I done sit up there and said negative shit like that to a bitch, man, got the bitch out of pocket, top of the morning now, you know what I mean? We at motherfucking Denny's. Top of the morning, we at IHOP. You know that song when R. Kelly did etc. I always think about this one hoe when he say, "Let's go to the IHOP, baby." Yeah, you know what I mean. I think of this one little bitch. You know what I mean? Back in the day, I actually did that with. Cussed her the fuck out. Got her out of bounds. Next thing you know what I mean? I changed that energy from negative to positive. Next thing you know, man, we was at the IHOP. And I remember exactly what I had too. I had the Philly cheesesteak sandwich. Cause you know that's Sin used to eat the Philly cheesesteak sandwich every time he go to the IHOP. You know what I mean? So I love that part where R. Kelly say, "Let's go to the IHOP, baby." You know what I'm saying? You know? But I always said a bitch. I ain't even mean to be this long, man. Yeah, this video was only supposed to be an hour, man. You know what I mean? We at 2 hours now, man. You know, I gotta make room, you know what I mean, for other things, hopefully, that I can lay down tonight. But again, man, always be at a bitch. Always. You know? Always. Now, Denise, I wanna give some more game tonight if I can. I'm gonna take care of some business, but I wish I could come back. Matter of fact, what I'm gonna do, yeah, I'm gonna come back at 12. Yeah, I'm gonna come back at 12 o'clock EST time. So yeah, I'm gonna come back 3 hours and 18 minutes from now. Yeah, I'm gonna come back and we gonna pop some more game. You know, because another video that I wanna do is are pimps necessary? And we did something like that some years back, but I don't have nothing to answer that today now on my shit. I know I got it on my Patreon. It gotta be one of them videos. But you know, the squares is always asking, you know, because of technology and the internet, you know what I mean? You know, did that destroy the pimp? You know, is pimping still in existence? You know, is pimping still, you know, needed? And a lot of videos that I should have kept on YouTube, because I took so many videos off of YouTube that, you know, because I ain't gonna lie, like my Patreon is a library. And, you know, I got so many things on my Patreon that I forgot to leave certain things on YouTube to answer certain questions. So, you know, by that content pretty much being old and, you know, years ago, because I think that video so old, that video I did with Danky and Freeze. Yeah, Danky and Freeze. We did that video, Are Pimps Even Necessary? You know? But yeah, or I just might have a call in tonight. I don't know, but at 12 o'clock, we should be back. If the Lord say the same, if the game say the same. But please, can you do this for me? Can y'all hit the like button? I appreciate all the finances and everything, but could you hit the like button? You know, if I've been, oh, let me get to the Cash Apps. I'm tripping. Hold on. Yeah, bro, you right about that. I might just give another message, or maybe we might be on the laptop later tonight, because they really do be tripping on the call in, bro. Like, I can understand, you know, trying to be funny, but they be trying their hardest. Major Creator, appreciate the $33. Diane, baby, good looking, the 100 on the PayPal. You know what I mean? You always looking out. Blessings to you, baby. And Kenyon, appreciate the $4. Appreciate that, brother. You know what I mean? Blessings to you. And Marco Cabal, I don't know how you say, Marco Cabal, brother, appreciate, you know what I mean, the 20. Thank you. Blessings to you. Good looking. On the Cash App. But thank you, man. Do a video on how a daughter should be raised outside the game. P, how should a square deal with a woman he dating? I'll do that at another time, man. You know, this video too pimpish to be talking about all that square shit y'all talking about. You know what I mean? I get it. You know, I done talked about too much pimp shit, and then it got too much pimp game for me to be talking about all that shit in other lanes, you know what I mean, to make the video unpimpish. You know what I mean? I'll talk about all of that stuff at a later time. You know what I mean? But it was so much game and so much fire, you know what I mean, conveyed within this one. I don't even want to sit up there and speak on all of that, you know, within this, because this is just, you know, this is for the pimping. You know what I mean? So I'll get back to all of the celebrity shit. I'ma look at ain't no apologies, bro. You all good. Yeah, you all good. You all good. You all good. You ain't did nothing wrong. You know, I just like when I'm speaking about celebrity shit, a lot of times young pimps just be watching or they'll look or hit the like button just to support me. But a lot of the pimps, they don't be giving a fuck about the rappers and all. Man, we don't be giving a fuck about none of that. But they know that playing YouTube games, I'm sitting over there speaking about other shit to attract more subscribers to build the platform. We right on the edge now of 100,000. So when I'm talking about the pimping, the subs really don't build up the same way that if I was talking about a trending topic or, you know what I mean, something that, you know, is trending at the time, you know? So that's the reason why I talk about all of that shit. But shit, if I had it my way, shit, man, we'd just be talking about the game or subjects that game can be conveyed in, you know? But blessings to everybody, man. I appreciate y'all. Make sure you hit the likes on this one. It was some things that were said within this video that somebody needs to hear. So without any further ado, I hope you guys live as long as you want, never want as long as you live. I love you. Blessings to all the ladies. I appreciate all of you for listening, you know, this whole entire time. And also, let me say this before I go. The Sinful to P and the Family channel, what happened with you guys, man? You know, some of you are sending me things that it's not YouTube related. I told you that I would support you and promote you as long as you, you know, make a video and I can basically, you know, pin your content. Meaning that if you send me a video, I'm going to take the link from your YouTube channel and I'm going to pin it within my comment section, which enables everybody that subscribed to my channel to come over to your channel and subscribe to yours. That was the whole purpose of that channel, to build your platforms. So if you rap, if you sing, if you do poetry, if you do acting, if you do modeling, if you preside over businesses, whatever you're trying to promote, I'm doing this for y'all and I'm doing it for free. Man, you better take advantage of this shit, man. Y'all crazy. And if you want to come, you know what I mean, to the channel again, it's the Sinful to P and Family channel. Mods, put the link to that channel right quick in the comment section. Give them an opportunity right now to go over there and click on the subscribe and the bell button over there. But again, if you have a business that you want to be promoted, if you are a YouTuber and you're striving to build your platform, your following and things like that, you know what I mean, then you need to be sending content to PHILLIPGILMORE at Yahoo email. That is my email. Once again, PHILLIPGILMORE at Yahoo email. Philip Gilmore at Yahoo. So whatever you want me to promote, you know, as long as it's legible, it's profitable, it's entertaining, you might want to talk about credit. You might want to teach the brothers on how to, you know, sin encourages people to get the CDL. Why not make a video, you know what I mean, showing the blessings of having a CDL, the things that you've done since you got your CDL, you know, the benefits of having a trucking business, the benefits of not being involved in criminality, and you could get legal currency, you know what I mean, and you getting all the pussy and doing everything that you want, making over $100,000 a year after taxes and things like, you know, you could make a video like that. Make a video talking about how you started a portfolio and give a tutorial on that. It's just so much to, you know, get some game about, to make content about. You might want to talk about your testimony. I don't know. But whatever you want to do, send it to Philip Gilmore at Yahoo email. Gilmore at yahoo.com. Send it there. All right. Love y'all. Blessings to you. Hey, baby, I ain't seen you up in here in a minute. Thank you, Sam, for your teachings. I will call this Sunday to just express my gratitude for God's mercy and you. Blessings to you, baby. Love seeing your face up in here. I know a lot of times you guys disappear during the summertime and things like that. Some of y'all get into relationships. You get you a man that what that boy used to say, Martin, get to break you down, boy. Getting ready to break you down, boy. I'm getting ready to take you down, boy. You know what I mean? Y'all get y'all that good Otis put on that pussy, and the nigga sitting over there breaking it down and taking it down and licking you up to the rudder to the tutter. You don't even know what a Sinful to P channel is. You know what I'm saying? Getting that good happy weight on you. Eating good, getting fucked good, getting tasted good. You ain't thinking about no Sinful to P channel. But anyway, man, I love y'all, man. I'm out, man. I'm gone.